Hey everybody, it's me, Branson Booger. I am live somewhere else, as you can see, but I come here to do this review on these awesome computer speakers from Labtec. Well, I wouldn't say awesome, but decent awesome. Taking those glasses off, they make me look like a nerd. Anyway, I'm gonna review for you these Labtec computer speakers. Uh-oh, I got two right channels. I thought there was a main. Jesus. When you're let me tell you something. When you're digging speakers out of the computer graveyard, you just never know what you'll find. So these are two right speakers that went to the original Labtec system. But I know how they sound, and I guarantee this is going to be a good review. Okay, so these guys, now the main speaker looks identical to this one, although it has controls at the top. So in this area here, instead of saying computer speaker system, you have your power button, the volume knob, the treble boost, and the bass boost button is on top of here, on the main speaker. Well, like I said, this is the right, and I don't know what happened to that other speaker, main speaker, but that's okay. I just won't be able to test them. But they're not really that great anyway. These guys were made in the mid-90s, probably 94, 95, 96, by the Labtec Corporation, who doesn't make too many loudspeakers now. Maybe it's because they suck. They're good up to a point, but then they suck. And don't worry, I'll explain. But Labtec is still around. They do make some computer speakers, but they mainly make keyboards and mouses and webcams nowadays. Maybe something for your tablet. But back in the day, they used to make speakers, and well, pretty much they did the same thing now that they did back then. Except back then they made a lot more speakers. And these were just one of the models. There was plenty more. But the design of it is kind of like a trapezoidal shape. It's plastic. The design of it is very, very good and nice. This is a cloth grill. It says Labtec. Cloth grill, nice. I tried to stick a pencil in there once to see if I can get to the speaker, and you cannot get to the speaker, so it's nice and covered there. This is very, very durable. It's kind of stretchy, but it's durable. The speaker will stay safe, so if you have a little kid trying to get to the speaker, he won't really get to it that much because this is nice, soft, pure, and it just looks good. It looks good sitting at like a desktop for the time. Like, for example, these speakers would go great with that desktop over there. Yes, that's from the 90s. Nobody uses it except yours truly for Word. We got laptops in here now, but hey, if I want to go back to if I want to take a flashback for some reason, I use that computer. It's very, very slow. But anyway, these speakers will make a great match to your desktop, and heck, they even look good with a laptop. You just set them on the side. They're very stylish, but they don't go into too much stylish. They're just nice, trapezoidal. So I guess if you wanted to, you can put these in an array. They go together just like that. They fit nice and perfectly on the side of one another. You can do like a speaker array if you have enough cables and stuff. Okay, now it's my favorite part to talk about, and that is the sound. Okay, Labtec. They made cheapo speakers. Just bear with me. They didn't cost that much. They weren't like the Logitechs or the JBLs or the Altec Lansings. They were just standard computer speakers. Just like today, I mean, Cyberacoustics is a standard computer speaker. It's not bad, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not decent, it's good, it's not great at all. The same thing can be said with these speakers. They're not bad, and they're not great. They're just decent. Because they sound great up to a point. One thing I'm really concerned about with these things is the bass. The bass is horrible. The bass is just, even with the bass boost on, it gives you a mid boost, not a bass boost. So, just, to me, I just leave the bass boost on, because if you have it off, it just sounds really, really flat and really, really silent. And I just keep the bass boost pushed in, and also the treble boost pushed in, because if you don't have the treble boost pushed in, then it just sounds like too MIDI. It's like too much mids, and there's not really a bass driver in here. It's a mid driver, so it brings out the mids, but there's no clean, rich bass coming from these speakers. And if you have both of the buttons pushed in, it makes it louder, and that's another thing I'm going to get into right now. Loudness. These things, once again, like I said before, these things sound good up to a point. Up to a point. If you go past the 12 o'clock position on these speakers, you're going to get a whole slew of distortion. Even with the two buttons pushed in, the bass boost and the treble boost buttons. To make it worse, if you turn up the volume on your computer with these on, and the volume's a little bit past 12 o'clock, it'll just sound completely distorted. Completely. It's like they made these things in freaking China. I mean, the build design is awesome. I mean, these are rugged. You can drop these on the floor and they'll still work. Trust me, I tried it before, because the sound it can be so much better than what it is. Music that I don't recommend you listening to on these speakers: rock and roll, hip hop, let's see, pop music, at least today's pop music. But anything soft, like classical or acoustic stuff, that'll sound decent on these speakers. That's what they were probably meant for. They weren't meant for dubstep, hip-hop, because they'll get extremely distorted, and I also would not recommend you using these at parties, because like I said, when you turn them up past 12 o'clock, they'll just get so distorted, even with the treble boost and bass boost on. And like I said, the bass boost doesn't really give you a bass boost, it gives you a mid boost, and that's, you want bass, you don't want mids. So overall, these speakers, they look great, the design of them is great. They're rugged, they're ready, they're just, you can bang them and they still work. But the sound could be so much better. It's like their main design point here, well, yeah, let's design them to look good, but let's make them sound like crap. But soft music, they play well on soft music, just no dubstep, no hip-hop, because you will not be pleased. So I would recommend some cyber acoustics, which are totally better than these if you're on a budget. But if you're not on a budget, of course you can go with JBL or Klipsch. But these are the 1995 or 96 Labtec computer speakers. Decent speakers for the price, cheapo brand, but hey, you get what you pay for, I guess. Labtec. Thanks for watching, and I gotta get out of here. See ya.